Good day, viewers. The subject we are going to look at today is mathematics, and the topic is polygons. Now, let's look at polygon definition. What do you mean by polygon? Polygon is a figure with many sides and angles. Now, we have types of polygons. Now, we have two types of polygon. We have the first type is regular polygon, and the second type is irregular polygon. A regular polygon has all its angles equal in length and all angles equal. Now, example, we have quadrilateral. We have quadrilateral triangles. Then we have irregular, we have quadrilateral, we have triangles. Then we have irregular polygons. Now, irregular polygon has neither of its sides nor angles equal or angles equal. Now, you have to take note of this. Polygons are named according to the number of sides. Now, I said that polygons are named according to size, number of sides. Now, we have polygon, that is name of polygon, number of sizes, then sum of interior angles. Now for triangle have three sides. So the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees. Quadrilateral have four sides. Sum of the interior angle is 360 degrees. Now I'm going to show you how we arrive at this. Now, you are going to solve this as an exercise. For pentagon, which have five sides, find the sum of the interior angles. Heptagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8. Then nonagon, the sum of the interior angles is 1260 degrees. Then you are going to do that for decagon and your decagon. Now, I have here the first one. How do we arrive at 180 degrees? How do we arrive at 180 degrees? Now we say that the number of sides of triangle, we have 3. Now let's come down here. Now you have to use this formula. Sum of interior angles is n, open bracket, n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, then 180 degrees. Now since for triangle, the number of sides are 3, then where you have n, you substitute 3. So that means the sum of the interior angles is in place of n, 3 minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, times 180. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1 times 180, that will give you 180 degrees. Now let's go to up. Let's go up. Now you see that for triangle, the number of sides is 3. The sum of the interior angles is 180. So you are going to do same for quadrilateral, which have 4 sides. Where you have n in the formula, you substitute n is 4. 4 minus 2, that will give you 2 times 180. Then it will give you 360 degrees. Let's proceed. Now, in polygons, we have at least 5 formulae. Now, the first formula here, you have sum of interior angles is given by n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, times 180 degrees. That is sum of interior angle. The second one is sum of exterior angles. Sum of exterior angles is 360 degrees. So take note of that. Now, you have the third formula. You have E equals 360 degrees over n. That is each interior angle. Each interior angle, you are going to have 360 over n. Then you have I equals n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, times 180 over n. That is each interior angle. Then the last one here is you have I plus E equals 180. Sum of interior, I is interior angle, E is exterior angle. Now let me just give you an example. If you have, this is a triangle here, this is a triangle. You find out that this angle here is an interior angle. This angle here is an exterior angle. So E plus I is 180 degrees. And we normally say sum of angle on a straight line. That is why we have this formula the way it is.
Okay.
Now, let's continue with an exercise. Now, let's look at some exercises. I have the first exercise here. Let's see how we are going to solve it. One angle of a convex polygon is 10 degrees, and each of the remaining interior angles is x. Find the value of x. It's a convex pentagon, not polygon here. It's a convex pentagon. Now, since it is a convex pentagon, so we have solution. For pentagon, the number of sides, you have 5. That is for pentagon. Then you now use the formula for the sum of interior angles, which is given by n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, times 180. Now, in place of n, you substitute 5. 5 minus 2 will give you 3. That is why we have 3 times 180, which is 540 degrees. Now, we have to take note of this. One angle is 110 degrees. That means the remaining 4 angles that we don't know, each one is x degrees. So that is why it is x degrees each. So if we add, 1 is given as 110, the remaining 4, x degrees plus x degrees plus x degrees plus x degrees. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 angles for pentagon. So we now add and equate to 540. Why are we equating to 540? Because sum of interior angles of a pentagon is 540. From here, it's 540. Now, we can now collect like terms here. So we have, this is 110 degrees. X plus x plus x plus x. So we have 4x. So 110 degrees plus 4x equals 540. Now, you now collect like terms here. So you have 4x equals to, this is 540 minus 110. That will give you 4x equals to 430. Then you now divide both sides by 4. 4x over 4 equals to 430 over 4. 4 cancel 4. You are left with 430 over 4. 430 divided by 4 will give you 107.5 degrees. That means each of the remaining angles is 107.5 degrees. Now, let's look at exercise 2. Now, in exercise 2, you have an octagon has interior angles of 120 degrees, 110 degrees, 130, 144, 90 degrees. If the remaining angles are equal, what is the size of each of the equal angles? Now, you know that octagon have 8 sizes. Now, but the sum of interior angle of a polygon is given by n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, 180 degrees. Now, since octagon have 8 sides, that means the number of sides is 8. Now, where you have n, you substitute 8. So, n minus 2 will give you 6. That is why you have 6 times 180. And that will give you 1080 degrees. Now, from what you are given here, let's go up. Let's look at up here. We have, out of the 8 angles, we are given 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we are left with 3 angles. Then we now say let x equals to each of the remaining 3 angles. So then we will now add 120 plus 110 plus 130 plus 144 plus 90 plus x plus x plus x. That is the remaining 3 angles. Each one is x degrees. Equals to 180. That is sum of the interior angles. Now, we now collect like terms and add. Now, if you add 120 plus 110 plus 130 plus 144 plus 90, you are going to have 494. If you add x plus x plus x, you are going to have 3x. So we have 594 plus 3x equals 1080. Then you now collect like terms here. Now, you now have 3x equals to, this is 1080 minus 594. Now, if you subtract this from this, you now have 486. So we now have 3x equals 486. Then we divide through by 3. So we have 3x over 3 equals 4x6 over 3. Now 3 cancel 3. Now 4x6 divided by 3 will give you 162. So that means each of the remaining 3 angles is 162 degrees. Now, let's look at exercise 3. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is 100 degrees greater than each exterior angle. How many sides have the polygon? What is the special name of the polygon? Now, look at this statement here. I equals 100 plus E. Now, if we are to interpret this in word problem, it implies that interior angles is 100 more than exterior angle. That is, interior angle is 100 degrees greater than exterior angle. Now, but the question says each interior angle. Now, since it is each interior angle, then we know that each interior angle from the formula I listed earlier, each interior angle is n minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, 180 over n. So in place of I, we will now have this equals to 100 plus. In place of E, but we are dealing with each exterior angle. Now each exterior angle is given by 360 over n. That is why we have this. Now if you look at this, this is the same thing as 100 over 1 here. Now the LCM here is n. The LCM is n. So you have this, which is n minus 2 in bracket times 180 over n, which is this, times the LCM. N cancel n. You are left with n minus 2 in bracket times 180, which is this. Then here is 100 over 1. 100 over 1 times the LCM, which is n. 100 times n is 100n. That is why you have 100n here. Plus, this is 360 over n. 360 over n times the LCM, which is n. N cancel n, you are left with 360. That is why you have 360 here. Then you now open this bracket. N times 180 will give you 180n. Minus 2 times 180 will give you minus 360. Equals to 100n plus 360. Now at this stage you collect like terms. Now you have 180n and 100n, they are like terms. That is why you have 180n minus 100n equals to, here you have 360, here you have minus 360. So it is 360 plus 360. So 180 minus 100 will give you 80. That is why we have 80n equals to 720. Now, you now divide both sides by 80 because our interest is on n. So 80n over n equals 720 over n. 80 cancel 80. 720 divided by n will give you 9. Therefore, the number of sides is 9. And the special name for the polygon is nonagon. So, that is for example, exercise 3. Now, let's look at the fourth exercise. Now, the fourth exercise, the question is the exterior angle of a quadrilateral are x degrees, 2x plus 10 in bracket degrees, x plus 5 in bracket degrees, and 4x minus 35 in bracket in degrees. So we have to find the value of x. Now, you know that quadrilateral have 4 sides. So, sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. How do we arrive at the sum of the interior angles? If you use this formula, n minus 2 into 180, that is 4 minus 2 will give you 2. 2 times 180 will give you 360 degrees. So sum of exterior angle is 360, or sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So here, write interior instead of exterior angle, 360 degrees. Now, we are going to add. If you add, you have this is x plus 2x plus 10 in bracket plus x plus 5 in bracket plus 4x minus 35 in bracket. Then you equate to 360 because the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Then you now open a bracket. You are going to have x plus 2x plus 10x plus x plus 5 plus 4x minus 35 equals 360. Then you now collect like terms. This is x plus 2x, that is 3x, plus x, 4x, plus 4x, that is 8x. Then minus 10, this is 10 plus 5, 15. 15 minus 35 is minus 20. So equals to 360. Then we collect like terms again. This is 8x equals to, this is 360 plus 20. 360 plus 20 is 380. So we have 8x equals to 380. Then we divide through by 8. 8x over 8. 380 over 8. 8 cancel 8. You are left with x. 380 divided by 8 is 47.5 degrees. Now the fifth exercise. In a regular polygon, the ratio of the exterior angle to interior angle is 1:3. How many sides has a polygon? Now, we have E over I. E here means exterior angle. I means interior angle equals to 1/3 because the ratio is 1:3. So, now, sum of exterior angle is 360 degrees. And sum of interior angle is given by this, n minus 2 in bracket times 180. Now, in place of E, which is exterior angle, we are going to substitute 360 degrees. In place of I, which is interior angle, we are going to substitute n minus 2 in bracket times 180. Then we equate it to 1/3. Now, at this stage, we cross multiply. So this will be 360 times 3 equals n minus 2 in bracket times 180 times 1. Then 360 times 3 will give us 1080. N minus 2 in bracket times 180 times 1 will give us n minus 2 in bracket times 180. Then we divide through by 180. So 1080 over 180 equals to n minus 2 in bracket 180 over 180. So 180 will cancel 180. Now 1080 over 180 will give us 6 equals, here we are left with n minus 2. Then we collect like terms. So this will be 6 plus 2 equals n, and our n is 8. That means the number of sides are 8. Now the sixth exercise, find the number of sides of a regular polygon in which the exterior angle is 1/4 of the interior angle. Now we have E equals 1/4 of I. That means exterior angle equals 1/4 of the interior angle. E is the exterior angle, I is the interior angle. Now we now have exterior angle equals 1/4 times I because R of is times. Now we know that sum of exterior angle is 360 degrees. And sum of interior angle is n minus 2 in bracket times 180. In place of exterior angle here, you write 360 equals 1/4 times, in place of interior angle, you write n minus 2 in bracket times 180. Now, this is the same thing as 360 over 1 equals 1 times n minus 2 in bracket, then 180 is the same over times, is the same thing as n minus 2, 180 times n minus 2 in bracket times 180 over 4. Then you now cross multiply. Then this will be 360 times 4 equals 1 times this. So 360 times 4 is 1440 equals 1 times this is n minus 2 in bracket times 180. Then you divide both sides by 1, divide through by 180. So you have 1440 over 180 equals to n minus 2 in bracket 180 over 180. So 180 cancel 180. 1440 over 180 is 8. Equals to, here we are left with n minus 2. Then you collect like terms. So this will be 8 plus 2 equals to n. So you have 10 equals to n. 10 equals to n. That means the number of sides is 10. So for now, this is where we are going to stop on Polygon. Then other exercises, you can try them on your own. Thank you.